Hello, my frizzy friends. How are we this morning? Happy Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. Always talk about my tacos, you know. I love me some tacos. Yes, I do. I hope everybody's doing well today. We just had 4 days off, which was pretty nice, I will say. Kiddos had the days off because I guess they had in-service days, and thank you for sandwiching them around a weekend. So that was lovely. So let's see who's all in the house with me this morning. We've got Helix here. Hi, my friend. And Melissa J's in the house. Sunflower's here and Maribel. Hello. Welcome in, my friends. I hope you guys are doing good. Rebecca, hello. I'm so excited for you, Rebecca, when you said you were going to be retiring, like by the end of the year. Oh, that's just so much time to crochet. I love it. So fun. I know it was hard, I'm sure, to make that decision, but I think it's the right one. You're going to enjoy your time to just sit and crochet and crochet and crochet. Oh my gosh. So anywho, I see a bunch of ads. So many of you might be getting ads right now. So sorry about that. But I did pull out whips that I think I told you guys, I thought I was further on with them than I was. So I'm working on Whimsies. I have 2 of them, and they're in various stages here. So she's got wires sticking out, and I still need to put 2 more wires in her, in through the chest. These ones I already did, and I've bent them. They're not like how they'll end up, but they're close enough. And I've done the stitching around the wire, and I have the little caps for them, which are these little ones right here. So I'll have those to sew on as well. I got to do her arms still. And then I was like, yeah, I think all I have to do is the legs. No. She's missing her additional eyes, which don't look like eyes in the drawing, because I didn't want her to be scary looking. But they are her other eyes, because, you know, spiders have 8 eyes. So she's got the others. They almost look like bows on the sides, but yeah, so she's got those I have to do. And then I also dyed, she doesn't have her spots on her back either, the yellow spots. So I just had the head and the chest and the butt part done. That was it. I know, Melissa, you are doing amazing with those whips. You're just cranking them out. I don't know if they were almost done and then you set them aside, forgot about them, or how much you're having to do on them, but you're making major progress. Marianne is here. Hello. Oh, nowhere near awake yet. I know I'm on cup number 2, but I'm right there with you. It was just so funny in Amber's live this morning because, hi Kendra, welcome in. And Monique is in the house. But yeah, at Amber's, I forget who started it, but somebody had said, hi, Marianne. And I'm looking through and I was checking, am I on Top Chat? How come I'm not seeing her? Did she block me? I was like, we didn't have an argument. So I'm like, where is she? And then the second person had said your name. And so I'm like, I think we're just all throwing out our vibes to Marianne to get in chat. And then you came in, which was amazing. So it was fun. Oh my gosh, Kendra, thank you so much. So she just gifted 5 Frizzy memberships. Who got them? We've got Joanne Thompson and Lori Stories at Crochet. Yay, Lori. Suzanne, Jennifer Redgate, and Diana Crane, I think is what Mama G calls her because she's got the crane on her profile. Hi, Suzanne. Welcome in. Oh, sorry. I thought Suzanne came in, but then I realized it said, oh, she got a gifted membership. That's different, but welcome if you do join. That was so funny, Marianne. I know. I was like, we're just putting the vibes out there, I think. But somebody thought you had come in, so I was like, all right. Get the coffee going here. You might notice too, I've been rejiggering things around me. I'm not getting rid of the bookcase that was here that I used it was kind of a yarn and books dumping ground more than anything. It started off as a whips area, which would have been a good thing to keep it as, but then it just morphed as time went on. So I think I'm gonna have Lizzie give that to Lizzie for her room and try to get her reading, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, and I also am just trying to, my space is so tiny. I felt very just overwhelmed lately. There's lots going on, not only in the world, obviously, but also just in my world, you know? So I just feel like I need to kind of declutter and just pare it back a bit. So that's what I'm trying to do. I had like, you know how I go crazy when I buy for a new project, right? So I had like the cross stitch. I had tons of that stuff around. I had tons of the felt around, and just, yeah, thread, everything. So I've got bins now. So I've specifically created, like, this is my cross stitch bin, and I put the books for cross stitch in there, you know, stuff like that. So I'm really trying to just organize myself. Julie, welcome in. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. And yes, don't forget your thumbs. That's right. The other character that I thought, I'm like, yeah, I think I've got like 2 Rolands I'm working on, because I had gone through all this stuff before. But when I actually pulled the things out of the whips bin that I got going, so he's got like this little head. He's got his head cap, which is like the shell portion that goes over his head, right, to make him a roly-poly. But what I missed, and I even have his little feet somewhere. I have his little feet. I think it's these. They're like little triangle looking feet. But what I don't have is the whole shell on the back. And I can't for the life of me find this color. I found like 2 shades of gray that aren't right. And then I have not found this one. So, you know, that's the only problem, right? If you stop in the middle of a project and you don't put the materials that you're using with that project, and then you come to finish it, and then you're like, oh, well, I don't have it now. I don't know where that gray is. So nothing was close enough. It would be too noticeable. So I'll have to keep diving into my bins of scraps and see what I can find. So, but I do have my black here, which I know is not much fun to look at, but hopefully I can see what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. So did you guys have a good weekend? Did anybody else have yesterday off? I know it was I think it was Columbus Day. So, but they were saying the kids got it for like a teacher in-service day. But I just wondered if other people had it off. So, anywho. Okay, let's get Whimsy going here. Let me grab her arm. These are a little tough because you have to hold her in just such a way, because you're basically wrapping the yarn around the wire and then just doing a slip stitch. So you're wrapping it around and then slip stitching it. And that's what will basically, eventually you'll have enough to where it covers the wire, and then, but it gives it that soft look. Uh-oh, Amber. Are you having tough times with your little? Is he making it tough to do school today? Yeah, I got her set up so that she can do some on her own. So we'll see how well that goes. She may just end up coming in here and be like, Mom, I can't do it. I hear her coming in now. Her ears were burning. Huh? What's up, hon? Now. Can you try to get some of it done? Yeah. Come on, you can do it. I have faith in you. Something about a package that I provided my home address, but the person used my P.O. box. I haven't closed it yet. Yeah, Marianne, I mean, that's what happened with all those packages from Mama G and Rusty, because they ended up going to the P.O. box I had closed, and they didn't even email me or nothing. They didn't call me. They set them aside, luckily, but they didn't actually communicate with me. So I had to go in there and do that.
All your journal junk stuff. Junky journal junk, I don't know.
I actually put it out with your stuff, honey. They're in binders that are in that white cabinet thing on the side there. Hi, Tracy. Flower Tammy Flower. How's it going? You're in Ohio. College students had no school. Oh, okay. So I think it's probably not all the way widespread, but at least for some. And how's your day going, Tracy? Give me caffeine and chocolate, Amber. It helps me. Did you get the packages or the things dropped off, Melissa, for the husband and your kiddos that needed them? It's in the shelf that looks like this, but smaller. There's 2 big binders, and it's got tons of stickers and papers and all that kind of stuff in it. And it's got yours that I made you is also there. She's looking for junk journal stuff. He's barely getting technology today. My Starlink will arrive Thursday, and I can take it to the cabin on Friday, trying to get set up to work from my cabin. Oh, that's awesome. Where's the cabin? What is it in? Like, what state is it in? That sounds lovely. I at one point I was a part of a writing group, at which we named the Story Stitchers. But anyway, one of the members has a family cabin that's actually in New Mexico, and so we all flew to New Mexico, and we went and we got like a little writing weekend, in the cabin. It was lovely, just so remote, and we were able to go kind of hiking, although we had heard about there being bears that had been sighted and all the trash cans, like the trash bins in this camp cabin area, they all had signs like, about bears and stuff. And so we got there at night, and I'm like looking around, freaking out.
I can't do my paragraph on my own.
That's fine. Do the other stuff, honey. Just go through your English. You have that one unit on there. Can you do that, please? Yes, we need details. Cabin details, please. Exactly. All right. Whimsy's arm is coming along. Oh, wow. I'm almost done, actually, with this part of it. I'm thinking, I haven't done this before, but that the black electrician's tape, it's kind of thin. I'm actually thinking of wrapping that around the wires just for more, I don't want to say stability, but also just in case. I mean, this one's going to be for me, but like just in case the wire got bent or something and I don't want it to poke out. So near Chama, New Mexico. Okay. Check out the Cumbres Toltec train. I'm about 20 miles from there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna write that name down because I've never heard of it. Cumbres Toltec train. Very cool. Well, you'll have to try it out when you're at the cabin, and then we'll see if we can keep seeing you or if you get choppy. I don't know what the deal is today with these kids. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my coffee drink. I'm supposed to be a little bit. Oh, yeah, Helix, because it's black already. The tape is and it's kind of thick. Just little bits, right? Just enough to, especially because what I do is I twist this to be a little bit of a loop, right? So if I just did enough so that it's around there, then I feel like it's going to be good. It's going to work to our benefit here. Hi, Jennifer. Yes, you could thank Kendra for that. Oh, it's nice to see you. All right. Okay, Whimsy, let's see here. So maybe just like 2 or 3 more, and then I think this arm is done. I mean, it works up quick, which is nice. When I first did this, at first I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll just keep the wires there, but they're slippery. And so if you try to put her on anything like a desk or anything, she just kind of it's like she's on ice. Her little legs shoot out, So I'm like, that doesn't work. So I figured, we got to do something with yarn. So it does make them a little thicker. But I feel like that's a better option than just having the wires. But if you made a mini Gurumi, you could probably just keep the wires and that might work okay because it's little, right? You got your Dunkin' coffee. Gave me a free donut. Oh my gosh. My husband's from New York originally, and for a time we lived together in Tampa, Florida. So we've kind of been all over, but yeah, so that was the first time I'd ever tried the Dunkin' Donuts locations where you can get the little, what do they call the little donut holes? They're I can't remember what they call them, but they're so good. Oh my gosh. You could get like a whole container of mixed donut holes. They don't do that out here. Whimsy on ice. Yeah, you want to see a spider. 8 legs all flopped out to the side. Totally. Oh my gosh. Little Roland will start trying to dance and he'll have 14 legs, like just all going crazy. So I that was one of the things I learned as I was writing the books, because I had to look up how many legs does a roly-poly have. They have 7 on either side, so that's a lot of legs. I've tried switching devices. What happened? Was something going weird? Oh, okay. I'm trying to be here, but it keeps telling me all the sites are unsecure. How weird. That is weird. And if you did like a hard refresh, for me, that's Command Shift R, because I have an Apple device. But Munchkins, thank you. I knew it started with an M, but I was like, I couldn't think of it. Munchkins. I love it. That makes me think of, isn't that what they, no, Munchkins. I'm thinking of Wizard of Oz. Is that what they called the little characters that were like, we represent the Lollipop Guild, you know? Were they called Munchkins too? I don't know. That's where my head went. So here we are. We just go with it. I got surprised this was probably on Saturday's mail, I think. And I got this little package and it said it was from Dee's Creative Hands. I was like, what's Dee sending me? I didn't remember winning anything. And apparently I won a hook that she made, and I had no idea. My son wants it, by the way. So if Dee's watching, or if she's watching, catching the replay, James is like, Mom, can I have that? And I was like, why? I mean, are you going to start crocheting? And he's like, no, the vibe of it. I really like the vibe of it. Oh, hello, Merlin. Hello. Can we get the wizard cat in the chat for Mr. Merlin? You say hi? Look at this. You see how his hair on the side is lighter? It was never like that, but we had gotten his hair cut recently, and now his sides, I wonder if he's going gray or something. He's not that old, though. So, I don't know. They were called that. Okay. Okay, I'm not going crazy, Jennifer. I was like, I think allegedly that's what it's called. You're welcome, Melissa. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you, Amber, for the emojis. There you are, Merlin. There you are in your wizard's hat. Oh my goodness. So I keep getting sidetracked on this site. So I have always been a cat person, you know. Mostly because I felt like dogs were going to be like way too much work, just because, you know, they tend to need a lot more. Cats are pretty independent, all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, no, we're not getting a dog, not getting a dog. But then somehow I ended up on I get on Facebook, like the Humane Society that's local. And then from that site, they have like a sister site, I guess, it's called, I think it's called Home to Home. And it's basically, I know, wasn't that fun? That picture of him, I could probably pull it up, but it's called Home to Home. It's basically people that are moving or get bad health or whatever, and they can't care for their animals. So they have a home, but they need a new home, you know, and stuff. So you can find anything from a puppy or a kitten all the way up in age, right? And I keep finding these ones, and nobody's getting back to me though, which is probably a good thing. But I'm looking like tiny. I'm saying like Merlin would probably be bigger. But the ones that I saw, I love Maltese, but when their hair's cut short, like the little puppy cut, you know, so cute. So anyways, I've got a couple of messages out, so we'll see, but I want one like already potty trained. I can't go through puppy stuff. It's just too much. But if they need a home, you know, then we'd be all right. But look, this was the picture that Melissa's talking about. So I sent this to Amber because during Amber's live, I was like, Merlin's doing his best seal pose, and he's looking back at me. Isn't that cute? Lizzie, you've seen him make this pose. He does this one a lot.
Like every day.
Yeah, it's an everyday pose for him, huh? So anyway, how am I supposed to crochet, sir? How am I supposed to get anything done? What, honey?
I got stuck on something because I don't even know what it means.
Can you do one of your other units then? In science or social studies?
You just told me to do my language.
Hi, Vima! Welcome in, my friend. All right, can you go sit? You want to go sit? He's like, not really. Come on. Thank you. All right. Yeah, he has the flu. His hair's grown out a lot, but we usually get the lion cuts for the boys because they're just more comfortable when their hair is not so hot. So yeah, she's like, woohoo! She's got her hands up. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm such a kid, such a little child. Thank you. Lizzie picked these out today, actually. She wants to wear I have another pair that she picked out for herself. And so, and I thought it was appropriate because I'm working on a spider. So there we are. All right, I got one more arm to do, and then look at all the tails. Lots of tails, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. All right, so we got one more of these. No, I'm saying yarn tails. Spiders don't have tails. So since I missed last Thursday, when we draw names today, I think I'm going to draw for 2 days worth of names. So that's going to be 8 people getting 2 entries and 2 getting 10 entries. So we'll make up for Thursday. So last week was just crazy. Lizzie had a bunch of stuff school-wise, and it was just tough to get everything in, and yeah. All right, here we go. It's that first one that's always a little bit problematic. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. This was a thrifted top, which I love. And it's all connected too. Look at that. It's even got like the little peekaboo in the back, and it's got a couple buttons. So I thought it was very stylish. So I said, yes, you could come home with me. And welcome in, Kimberly. How's it going, my dear? What's up, honey?
It kept on saying, what passage supports the main idea? I don't know what to do.
Okay. Well,
how can a passage support a sentence?
How can a passage support a sentence?
Like it's not.
Yeah, like your topic, your main idea of what you're talking about, and then how is this passage connected to it in some way? Like, how does it support that main idea that they're trying to get across, right? Like if I said, I like pizza, and then your passage was like, the ooey gooey cheese is just so delicious, then that helps you think about pizza, right? That's not a great analogy, but here we are. Was it my little, oh my gosh, yes. Helix, she posted a short on her channel. You guys should check it out. It was a cute little thing. It was a jumping spider that was hanging out with her out front, I think, or like in her patio area. And it was like climbing, using her yarn as like a web, if you will. And then it was the cutest thing. So, and I didn't realize this about jumping spiders. They lift their arms up before they jump. And it's totally like, pick me up. And then they leap. It's so cute. Hello, Rusty. How are you, my friend? Did you see I've got my little clock up here? And Merlin, again, is This is number 2. Here we go. Merly in the chat. Eh. What's up, dude? He's so funny. He just wants to get in the limelight, I think. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was just so cute. So they lift their arms up and then they leap. So it's kind of like a little tell that they're going to jump. And it had orange on it, like vibrant orange on its booty, and on, I think it had a little bit on its like head as well. There was a couple spots. It was very pretty. But anyways, they climbed all over the Whimsy book. And so her daughter was saying, I think it likes the pictures. I think it likes the pictures. It was really cute. This has become a Merlin show. Hi, Joanne. Welcome back. How's it going? Welcome. Camper's been inundated with jumping spiders as of late, and the resident mouse thinks my non-working oven is the perfect place for a nest. Why not? You know, I mean, it's a cozy space. Just put a little couch in there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Merlin needs to be in there for sure. So funny. I definitely write like the cat's personalities into some of the characters and stuff in my stories. And some of the cats we've had in the past as well. What? Oh, that's where that pom-pom went. That's very random. Did you put that there, Merlin? I think he picked up my pom-pom and brought it up here. I kid you not. I don't think it was there before. I made this one. I have all the stuff to make. You can't see it because his head's in the way. To make another of the cloud with the mouse and everything. And I'll have all the pom-poms made. They're under here. I moved them. So I think he picked it up, brought it over here. Hi, Aisha. How's it going? Welcome in. We've been getting a ton of those fruit flies. Oh my gosh. And every time I think I got them all, we will get more in. And so we caught one of these. I mean, normally I would try to capture and release, but they're just so many tiny little things. You can't really catch and release them. So they have, it looks like a racket, but it zaps them. This is so not frizzy of me, but it's actually quite satisfying to do. And it makes this, this is terrible. So I apologize if you are like, yay for fruit flies. But when you hit them, it sounds like when you get those snaps, you know, those poppets on the ground, and it goes like that. That's what it sounds like. It's very satisfying. I had my husband doing it yesterday too, and he was laughing. And you get like a hit it double one, and it'd be like, you know, it's terrible. I feel like it's better though. I mean, it's not like it's quick. It's quick.
It's way quicker than just using a normal app.
I'm getting hair all over the place.
Also, I got a worksheet.
11 more pom-poms to make for my next whip. Ooh, what's...
Because I went on my social studies.
Okay, babe. That's fine. You got it. You got it. Yes. They come in, and on the fruits and veggies Walmart is... Yeah. Well, and my in-laws... my father-in-law came to me, and he's like, we've got a ton of them in our bathroom. I don't know where they're coming from. But they'd had their window open. And they're small enough. They can go through the screen. Like they can just climb right on through, you know? So they ended up, you have the bug zapper too. Well, the first time I tried it was on a fly that was in the house. I felt bad because it made a really loud zapping sound, and it was like startling, you know, and I don't even know if it got it the first time. I kind of had to hit it again. That one I felt bad about. These ones I don't really feel bad about. I can't even see them halfway anyways. Like I thought they were just being pulverized, but we found that they just fall down and that's it, you know, so. Oh, nice. Your spider web blanket. How cool is that? Ow! Why are you munching me, sir? He doesn't bite. It's like he just holds you in his mouth to tell you that he doesn't like it or whatever, or he's done. So for the spider web blanket, are the pom-poms supposed to be spiders? because that would make sense. That would be very cute. Can you go sit down, sir? Hmm? You go sit down? No, not there.
I finished the unit.
It's like you don't need to see that.
Mom, I finished the unit.
Okay, baby. Just take a break. I'll be done in about half an hour, okay? You're on a tightrope right now? Is this because of the school stuff? Okay, here we go. I think we're just about done with this arm. I don't have that tape with me, so I do, however, have the gray color that I use. I use this like dark gray color for the upper eyes. So I do have that. I could do the upper eyes. The upper eyes are basically, they're just French knots in 2 sizes. So, which means I just wrap it around more times than the other sometimes, if that makes sense. Know how to do that. What, to make them into spiders? To make the pom-poms into spiders? Oh, I bet you could figure it out. You could totally do that. Well, because the pom-pom has the center, like if you pull it, I mean, it has, you're tied in the middle, right? So if this is your blanket, you could even tie additional lengths around to have like the legs coming out from the middle, if that makes sense. That's what I'm picturing anyway. And then you could just do up a little face or something on there. Yeah, homeschooling can be hard sometimes. That's for sure. Yeah. I don't know if that's as we get older or what, but the sound, I get really, it almost makes me angry or very just irritable, I guess, if there's too many warring sounds. So that's why, that was one of the reasons why I stopped doing the music, is because I like to hear the music, and I can kind of handle having that and talking. But then when Lizzie comes in too, and she's talking loud or being silly or whatever, it's like and then I'm in this tight space, I can't. So you just get me. No more music. Plus I didn't want to pay for premium anymore, so here we are. Hi, Kimchi. Kimchi is in the house. No worries, you're not late, you're good. Just working on Whimsy here. So I got all her legs wrapped. All the wires are wrapped now. So I have the caps to do, but I'm going to wait because I don't have the tape, and I do want to try that. I want to see if that works, because I think that'll work out well. I mean, that's another option too, you guys, if you do end up making a Whimsy. If you don't want to do the wiring like this, you could put the wires in and just wrap it with electrician's tape, because I think that would give it a little grip. You know what I'm saying? I think it's possible that would work. And I didn't think about that at the time when I made the pattern. It's an easier way. It's a quicker way, if you will. So, I mean, but if you want it to look yarny, then definitely go with the yarn way. Go with the yarn way. Right, Amber? Yeah, I can't. Oh my gosh. And that in some musics too, like I couldn't have music with talking and talk. No, it had to be very lo-fi, very chill vibes kind of stuff. But yeah, too many warring sounds just doesn't work for me. Require calm, but calm is hard to find. Yes, it is. It is hard to find. Backs on safety eyes before closing them. Oh no, did you do that, Rebecca? Can you use pipe cleaners? Yeah, of course you could. That would work too. The only thing with the pipe cleaners, I would say, Joanne, is they're not very strong. That's why I didn't use them. I used a 12 gauge jewelry wire it's able to keep its shape. Pipe cleaners, perhaps if you twisted 2 together, or you got one that was a bit thicker. Hi, Mandy. But if you used those, I would say try to double up if you can with the black. because I have some here actually. I haven't even opened this yet. I actually bought some kind of with that idea in mind. I was going to use them and make a, I'm going to try to do a craft, another craft that I can post on the website for kids. And so I got pom-poms, which I put into a zippy bag. And sadly, though, they didn't come with that many of the big blue ones. The closest I have is this. I was hoping it would be bigger, but it's kind of that size. So yeah, I was hoping, but see, I think I can make something up because there's yellow, so we could do that like for her chest, you know, and I might have to trim them a little bit, but I was just going to try it out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hi, Sunflower. But yeah, like if you had two, and then you twisted them, right? And you twist them together to make it a little bit thicker. I know it's, see, if you do that, it'll be about the same thickness as these legs, but it'll just give it a little more stability because the wire that's in the center of pipe cleaners, it's pretty thin. So, exactly, yeah, exactly, Amber. Being with is helping me focus off of the noise. Oh, good. They got quieter. Yeah, I know my kids get like that too. And then I'm there. I put up with it as long as I can, but sometimes I just have to like be like, come on, stop. Mommy's freaking out. Hi, Connie. How are you, my dear? All right, I got pom-poms all over the place. It's okay. It's all right. We're all right. Yes, I've been doing good. It's kind of a hodgepodge mess over here because I'm trying to declutter, put some things away just to have less visually to, there's too much visual stimulation, I think, which I'm pretty sure Amber went through at one point too. She's usually doing the same thing, kind of reorganizing the space. So I feel like if our space is cluttery and making us feel anxious, that it just ekes into the rest of our day. And so it's just a lot better mental health wise to find what works best for you, you know? Ooh, I have sparkly black pipe cleaners. Nice. That'll be really pretty. I think Whimsy would love that. Yes, I do. I also think, so this kind of what I had in mind for that craft. Definitely, I'm going to need to figure something out because that little pom-pom's not really big enough for her head. So I might have to stack a couple and do a little shaping, maybe, or I might use the pipe cleaners. Like I've seen some, have you guys seen these people that make these little plushies only out of pipe cleaner, and it's all in how they're twisting them? Because look at this. This is perfect color for her. I mean, it's just about, right? It's a little, it's like definitely a shade of that tone. So it's a good enough color, I would say, that I might be able to create something that way, which would be very interesting. I'm also thinking of potentially using puffy paint for, if I use it, I would probably use it for like her eyes. And because if it's a pom-pom, safety eye is not really going to work very easily. So I was thinking for her eyes, maybe the ones on top of her head. And then I might do even the yellow spots on her back with puffy paint. So that was my other thought. Because it will actually keep that domed shape versus any other kind of paint. It's just going to flatten when it dries, you know?
Do you have any glue I could use for scrapbooking?
Glue you can use for scrapbooking. You could use your glue stick. That would work. You can use that glue there, although it's going to be wet and it might wrinkle the paper, is my only thought. But I would have probably just used like a glue stick, or even there's one with the little white cap. Do you see it in the middle of that little drawer thing? No? Yeah. Yeah. That's another craft glue. It's kind of thin though, so you just have to just use a little bit. But you can take them both too if you want. Mama how's it going, my friend? Yes, don't forget the thumbs. I hate how I get when noises do that to me. Don't want to be that mom that blows up at them and then tries to apologize when I do. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's going to be trial and error, Helix. It's going to be trial and error. I may have a bunch of funky looking Whimsies that come out of it. But that would make cute earrings too, and it wouldn't be as heavy. So. All right, so let's do, oh, there is a word of the day. So there is a word there. My hint for you is it was a word that you might have seen on the thumbnail. And it is actually a way that I describe myself quite a bit. So that's your little hint. Anyway, there's somebody knocking at my door. I'm going to pause for a moment. Think about that word, though. Think about that word. Oh, nope, somebody's getting it. Okay. I'm like, there's other humans in this house. Come on. Somebody's got to be able to get the door. Oh, my goodness. I think it's a package, but. Ooh, somebody got it. Somebody got it. It's not Frizz. Well, Frizzy is a way that I describe myself quite frequently. That is true. That is very true. But this is another frazzled Frizzy. Yes, that's totally true. Yeah, that's it. Yes, exactly. Yes, Helix. I remember you wrote that in my card too. I am a weirdo, and I am totally fine with that. You know, that's how we roll around here. So. Want to paint mini bird houses. I have a bunch that I'm not going to paint. I'm sure she would love to do that. Yes. Yes. But yes, the word of the day is weird. So, and for me, it was keep Portland weird. I live close to Portland. I'm just saying there is no craziness going there other than everybody's jumping around in adorable little costumes, playing and dancing to music. In fact, one of the guys that I followed for a long time, his name is Not Knot Bad. And he was always kind of more into like punk crochet, you know. He is becoming more of an advocate, I would say, and whatnot. So he is there though, and he is there doing peaceful protesting, and I just saw a little clip of him. He's actually teaching people to crochet. He's like, I've got hooks and yarn, you guys, so come on down. I thought, how cool is that? It's so cool, you know? And everybody's just peacefully hanging out there in their costumes, and I love it. So yes, that was, this is a safe space for all. That was my big thing. I wanted everybody to know, you know, this is a cool place. This is a cool place. We got a lot of cool people, and we love everybody here. So yeah, but yes, keep Portland weird. That's right. You have good friends that live there and have been posting pictures of yeah, exactly. I'm like, my in-laws just went there. Like she has a doctor down in Portland and stuff. And I'm like, so how was it? She's like, same old day, you know. We're just a bunch of weirdos, and that's totally cool. Hi, Summer. Tell them I'll let you know when you are too loud for me right now. Yeah, tell them, turn your decibels down, children. Oh my gosh, I love that. You have reached the cap of my decibel scale. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I love it. So let's see how many people we've got so far. We have 19 entries so far, and we've got 33 watching. Embrace your weirdo-ness. Exactly. Yeah, don't take yourself too seriously. I can imagine, Sunflower. Yeah. It's definitely not what my channel is about, but I just want everybody to know where I am and how I feel. And so this is my my silent and friendly way of saying to be a nice human, please, and realize that you need to always look for the source of the information that you find. You know, there's a lot of people that live in Portland that are showing Portland. So you can see what it looks like. And everybody's being very peaceful. And they were doing some electric slide in their costumes. And they were pretty good. I wanted to get out there and do some too. You know, I'm like, all right, this is where the party's happening. We're just going to hang out and dance. I'll wear a frog costume. Those are pretty cute. I was looking them up and I found them on Temu. What was it? Temu, and I think Amazon probably has it too. Yeah, don't be a jerk. Exactly. Be nice. Come on. Can't we all just get along? Oh my goodness. All right, so we got 19 entries. So I'm going to start drawing some names. Do you know ham potato shiz? Yes. Oh my gosh, exactly. Exactly. All right, so I got my paper here. So I got my pen. So we'll do this in groups of 5 people. Okay, so we'll do 4 with 2, 1 with 10. Then we'll do the one for today because we got to make up for last week since I wasn't here on Thursday. So I'm just going to set myself up here whilst you guys are putting in the word weird. And then we will go to town. Plus 10. All right. We hit 20 entries. Cool beans. All right, here we go. So first entries, the first 4 are going to get 2 entries. This is for last Thursday, okay? These are the last Thursday winners here. We have Lisa H. Congratulations. And then we will keep re-rolling. Kim G. Kim G gets 2 entries into our monthly appreciation gift away. And Kendra, thank you, Kendra, again for those amazing memberships. Kendra. Okay, and we've got another. This is the last of the 2 entries for Thursday. Another Kim G. Congrats. You are a lucky winner today. And then now we're at 10 entries, okay? And welcome in, Bonnie. Nice to see you as always. So 10 entry winner is Tuli. Congratulations, Tuli. Okay, now we're on today's, okay? So we're going to do today's entries. So we're starting again with 2. We're going to do the 4 entries, or excuse me, 2 entries, 4 people. How's that? Let me just jumble my words, shall we? Here we go. Mama G, congratulations. Mama G. Also very safe space for anybody if you're wondering. Please pick her up because she's amazing. And her daughter Rusty, I love their channel. I feel very, very much myself there, which I love. So, all right, we got Mandy Pandy. Here we go. All right, plus 2. And Connie's got, all right, Connie. But I'm going to put just another stitch because I think there's other Connies on the YouTube street. So I don't want to get myself confused. And one more 2 entries. Okay. Tuli again. Congratulations, Tuli. All right. Last one for today. 10 entries. Here we go. Helix. Yay. Helix. I actually have both Mama G's shawl, which was the virus shawl, and the beautiful one that Helix made me right here. So they are hugging me while I am hugging all of you. We're just sharing the love. That's right. Oh my God, you guys, it's such a mess. Oh, by the way, I still have 3 tubs of yarn that is still up for dibs. I'm wondering, maybe I should post an update so you know which ones have been taken. But yes, there are still 3 tubs of yarn. And I keep having this random hankering to make socks. Very odd. Knit socks. Very, very odd for me because I haven't knit in years. So, but my friend Shy had her pattern for the Broom Riders socks come out. I was going to buy the yarn for them from Hobie, but the tariffs were like, it would have cost me $27 just to get it to the US. So I was like, no, I can't. So I have some that are in one weight, and I might take a couple of those if they don't sell. So yeah, I might just have to do that. Can come hang with them. Yes. Yeah, they go live 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday and 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And the Wheel of Winnings Wednesday. Yes, so they always do this really fun Wheel of Winnings. So, you know, super chat, super stickers, all those things, which also count towards monthly giveaways here as well. So, yeah. What about the tubs? Oh, yeah. So the tubs, I have 3 bins full of yarn that is available for dibs. So I will post, I'll do a post, you guys. How's that? I'm going to do a post. I'll show you guys what's left. I'll do that today. And that way, if there's anything else that you wanted, you know, grab it now. And we'll go from there. I'm trying to make more space and also free up some tubs so I can put other things in them so I can declutter a little bit. So yeah, I couldn't rationalize it, Mandy. I even lowered what was in my cart because I was going to get other stuff too, because how can you just buy one color? I was like, and then I saw another. It was the Halloween colorways. They're getting me. There was a purple and an orange, which Mama G has done hand dyed purple and orange. And I actually did buy her. See, I have all my bougie yarn here. I'm still figuring out where I want this to be because I don't know that this is it, but yeah, this is the one. This is the one. She called it Whimsy. How could I not? But this one's purple and orange and has Whimsy's turquoise in there. I mean, it was like she did it on purpose, but she didn't. But she could have. And, you know, at first I had picked out one that was just purples and oranges. And I thought, oh my gosh, I love that. That's very Halloween. And then I was like, no, I need this one. You're working on a pair with granny squares. Ooh, that sounds nice. You're working on a pair of socks with the granny squares. Yeah, those are the bigger ones, huh? Yeah, I stupidly, though, did not keep the tags with all my bougie yarns. So I think I can tell which ones are fingering weight because I do have some that are the fingerling weight. I do have some. So I could use those as well. But yeah, I think this one is, I believe, Rusty's hair. This one and this one. And I think these are fingerling, right? Let's see. I can't pull just one because they're kind of thin. I think that's fingerling weight, right? That's what we call it because the other one just sounds weird. Am I wrong or am I right, you guys? Is that fingerling weight? Because that would make really pretty socks. New scarf creation. Yes. Actually, this isn't, I don't think this one is Rusty's hair, is it? This one's definitely Rusty's hair because it's got all the different colors in there. This one, though, is mostly green, blue, and this very beautiful, like royal purple. So, you think those are DK? Okay, yeah. This one, I think, is DK because this one is thinner, I believe, allegedly. But yeah, this one does look thinner. So I think there's a way, I'll have to look it up. There is a way that you can tell. Somebody was having me do it one time. It's like how many times you wrap it around your fingers or something, and then you can count. There's a way to figure out the thickness of yarn. So I'll have to do that. The fronts are granny and the back is stripes. Nice. Oh my gosh, I even found, let me see if I can find it. Hang on. So I can show you guys. I know I saved it. There was a Yarnspirations pattern for ankle socks, and I don't really tend to wear the longer socks because I just get too hot. So these looked really cute. Let's see here. Did I save it on my desktop? Yes, I did. Woohoo! Okay, so let me share my screen because these are free patterns. So I think that's fine if I do that. Just so you guys can see. Oh, now you can only see me though. No, I want you to see this. Why won't it show? Hang on. Hang on. Show. Preview. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Haha. See? Aren't those cute? So they used the fruits one. They have like a colorway that's fruit inspired. So this is the dragon fruit, and it looks super cozy. Now I'd have to figure out what a Kitchener stitch is because I have no idea. It says show it. It tells it to you down at the bottom there and steps how to do it. I'm a visual person, so I'll definitely need to look that one up. But yeah, I thought those were super cute. So can't wait to finish it and see what y'all think. Yes. Oh my God, Merlin. Wish I could like show you guys what he's trying to do. He's trying to tiptoe through where he can stand, but I have all the Whimsy bits right there. So he was like tiny little spaces with his feet. It's so funny. His tail is like right here too. Oh my gosh, now you're sitting on Whimsy's head. Really? I don't know. I don't have it. The Premier Fruit yarn. I love that dragon fruit one. There was another one too that was really pretty. I mean, they're all really pretty, but yeah, that one's really pretty too. So I think those are one weight, aren't they? Let's see. It's acrylic and PBT. It doesn't say what the thickness is. It just says you need 2 balls or 2 skeins of that yarn. So, but yeah, I'll have to look up the Kitchener stitch and then figure out how to do that. They use double pointed needles. I'm thinking can't you just do it with the circular needles? Because I like those a lot better. I've never really done I don't know how many you have to have going, but Tina, I know it's been forever. I'm so glad you could make it. Well, I'm almost done. I usually have to keep it to about an hour now just because my daughter can't do school most of the time without me. I don't know why. Huh. She got her picture taken, luckily. That was one of the things last week we had to do at her school because we missed the picture day, and so she had to go for the retake. So we got that done because I need to get my picture of her. And it's going to be cute. We already got to see it, so. The watermelon one, Kendra, I think that was one of the ones I wanted too. I had them in my cart. I haven't bought anything, but I was just like, Premier. Is that here in the States or no? I can't remember. I think it is, but I just don't want to pay $30 in tariffs. You know what I mean? Plus, it's not that I don't have yarn I can use. I have yarn, but kitty. You're being very, look, see, it's more of a love bite. It's like a lick bite. You've got the kiwi and the grapefruit. Oh my gosh, everybody's got the fruit yarn but me. How did I miss out on that? Sorry, guys. This is what happens. This is what happens with lives, right? Yes, I know, my dear. I know. It is US. Okay. You made, what did you make? The blueberry color. Nice. You already finished your training, Rebecca? Good job. You still had that. You still had like quite quite a while to go to get it finished, but that's great. That just check that off your list, right? Sweet. Yeah. So Premiere is probably the place to go. Oh, my hubs let me know. So my birthday's coming up on the 28th. So we're still like 14 days away. Yeah, 14 days away. So we're halfway there. But I had found this chair, and I have restless legs, and I'm an anxious person to begin with. All that ADHD stuff. Yeah, that's all in me. But he's in such need of loving. Kendra, yes. And hi, Lisa. I think I already said hi to you too, Lisa, but I would just want to say hi again. Oh, Vima, I'll have to check that out. How exciting. But anyway, so this chair, it looks like right up my alley. It has an area that you can sit on it in different ways. You can, I think, even spin a part of it. So for example, I could be sitting like with my knees up. I could be sitting on my knees kind of like in a, this pose. I could be sitting cross-legged. I could be, any position I felt I needed to be in just to make myself more comfortable. And I'm hoping that'll help with the restless legs. But anyways, he got that for me for my birthday. I sent him, I was like, this is really cool. And so I'm excited to try it out. Hypoxia is the lack of oxygen. Oh, is that that's what you have to deal with? That sucks. That doesn't sound very fun. 7 hours as of last night, but I didn't want it hovering. Yeah, no, just get it out of the way. Premiere week in November. I'm actually selling a bunch of the Premiere yarn I bought when I had this huge haul that I did, and it was like $200 worth of yarn, and then I'm selling, not all of it, but I'm selling a lot of it because I went a little crazy, and that's all right. We all do that sometimes, right? I can't sit in a chair like a normal person. Yeah, I know. And the wiggle chairs, they have wiggle stools and stuff, but they're very short to the ground. Okay. I won't buy sock yarn. I will not buy sock yarn. Yes. Any that you want to send my way, I will use, because I want to try that out. I really do. And I want to make fingerless gloves because I don't like the feeling of finger gloves very much. But sometimes it gets cold, but it's not freezing to where you would need like snow gloves. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the fingerless would be good for me. So sounds good, Mirabelle. Thanks for hanging out. I have to get going too, but thanks you guys for coming and hanging out. I love it. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. I'm excited about my tacos tonight. So yeah, you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I will see you on Thursday. I don't have anything coming up Thursday. I have something on Friday, but Thursday we're good to go. So I will be back on Thursday and we'll be hanging out together again. All right. Lurking making Halloween bookmarks. I love it. All things Halloween. Yes. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.